to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let rain roll, let rain
And good morning. Welcome to Today to Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fusel on a busy Friday. Let's get right to it. The big popular national wager, the Stronach 5. And, real quick before we put up that, we're going to give you some winners today. And speaking of winners, you had some winners yesterday. You had two swords on top. You had a stat for that horse. That was a Trombetta horse, right? And paid a big price. What did he pay?
$27 off a little bit of a layoff.
Nice
First time
pick.
for a
nice
tag.
Pick.
Yeah, and we had caught that early pick 4.
That's right.
$977.
Almost 1,000. Rounded up 1,000.
And if you wanted to throw the 4 to 5 shot to get it started, Lady Turf 4 to 5, 3 to 5 in the first race.
Right.
And strung it along.
They
only paid $9,800 the early pick 5.
$9,800.
Yeah, we don't do anything around here, Stan. We don't help the public out, do we? Come on. Now you're giving $10,000 tickets.
Almost 11,000.
Yeah. Come on.
All right. Well, nice job yesterday. Two swords, a big winner. So the early pick 5 paid big, almost $10,000. The late pick 5 that paid over $2,100. So big action yesterday, big action today. Let's get right to it. The popular national wager, the Stronach 5, with that guaranteed $100,000 pool. They're going to bet way more than that into it. They'll bet over $200,000, I think, into it today. Last week with that big carryover, of course, they bet almost $900,000 into it. No carryover this week, but 2 weeks ago when it was just a $100,000 guarantee, they put almost $200,000. Yes. So industry low, 12% takeout means more money back in your pocket when you hit the Stronach 5. Last Friday, it paid almost $11,000. We gave you a $72 winning ticket last Friday. We had the Laurel Testament $20 winner on top in the opening leg. So we're going to try to give you another winning ticket this week here. We're going to have the opening leg covered for you right here at Laurel Park. It starts Laurel Park race 9 about 5 o'clock Eastern time. Then we go down to Gulfstream Park for leg B, race 10. Then Gulfstream, race 11. Then we go out to the West Coast, Golden Gate Fields, race 5. And then we wrap it up, Santa Anita Park, race 5. And there's some nice races along the way. It's an open nickel here at Laurel to kick it off, an allowance race at Gulfstream going long on the turf, and then a maiden race going long on the turf at Gulfstream, and then a nice allowance race at Golden Gate, and then a real nice allowance race at Santa Anita. So some nice races in today's Stronach 5 sequence.
I'm going to leave it in your hands for the pick again. I did a little bit of a 2-minute drill a little earlier. I didn't get a chance to really go in depth on the Stronach 5. I'm going to go back and when we get back upstairs and get into it a little bit deeper. But it looks like a tough little stretch of races this afternoon. Starting out with Laurel. I know about Laurel's last. There's no single in there. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm 4 deep in that leg. So, all right, that's the Stronach 5. We have a nice little carryover in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 today. There it is, a little shy of 4,300. That's going to start race 4 today on the 9-race program. My co-host in the afternoon, Tim Tulloch, he'll have a ticket for that. All right, let's get right to it. We had a little snowstorm last night from about 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. It was snowing like mad. The snow had stopped snowing now. No training this morning. They canceled training this morning. They had the track sealed up, and it looks like we're going to have a fast track today. Is that right?
It looks beautiful.
Look at that.
Right
Beautiful.
now. Yeah. Dark.
Nice.
I mean, it looks as good as it's looked.
Nice job by the track crew. Absolutely. All right, so we're in the 30s, a little overcast, but the track crew has done a phenomenal job. We'll have a fast track here this afternoon at Laurel Park. All right, let's get right to it here. Race 1 is going to kick off the popular early pick 5. The early pick 5's a mandatory payout here on this early pick 5 starting race 1. Industry low, 12% takeout on the early pick 5. I have a ticket. Let's take a look here. A $32 ticket. And look at it. Look at this. The first 3 races I think are wide open. I go 4 deep in the first 3 legs. All right. Race 1, I go with the 2X, 3, 4, 6. The second, I go with the 1, 2, 4, 6. The third, I go with the 1, 2, 3, 6. Or races 2 and 3 are wide open. Maiden 10,000 races. You have to go deep. And then a nice starter allowance in race 4. I single on the 6 Johnny Banks, my best bet of the day. 9-5 for Claudio Gonzalez. And then a nice beaten 8,000 Philly Mares, 6 furlongs in race 5. I single on the 4 Tiger Eyes, first off the claim for Ricky Silliman. Sheldon Russell will ride. So there's my early pick 5 ticket. You can study all our tickets on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section.
Can we get another one? Can we get another big payout? It might be a little tougher. Might be a little tougher. Yeah, a little be a little tougher today to find that kind of value. I think all the way through the card, and especially the earlier part of the card. But you know, for those of you that are here, you might be new watching us and new to horse racing and betting.
Right.
You know, you want to sit around and play the sports bets at 4 to 5 and stuff like that. Try to hit some parlays. You get more bang for your buck playing these pick 4s, the pick 5s.
Absolutely.
You know, and if anybody needs a little help, come find us. Give us a shout, and we'll try to take you to the promised land. And like I say, I mean, the record speaks for itself right now. I don't want to toot the horn too much, but just like these football guys get on there hitting at a 70% rate stand, picking all these football games. They're not getting the kind of reward that you're getting here at the racetrack. I can tell you that right now.
We speak from experience. We've sent a few pick 4, pick 5 tickets through the window. Win, lose, and draw, right?
Absolutely.
You know, some good wins and then some tough beats like getting taken.
And we're betting our picks, Stan.
Yeah,
most of the time, you know, you sometimes, you know, influence some, you know, situations. You the other day, but I mean, we're not here. We're putting our money, you know, where the mouth is.
All right, let's get right to it here. Race 1, so claiming 16,004 and up. We're going 6 furlongs. We have a video spotlight to show you. You have this horse on top, the 3 Calvi. Let's show you the race here for Calvi. It's going to break from the inside today. Trevor McCarthy rides today. Here's Calvi's race.
Yeah, this is the race a couple races back, okay, on the 25th. Got in trouble out of the gate, broke a little slow. They had to steady around the 5/8 pole again. Really an eventful trip for Calvi this afternoon. This was first off the claim. Dale had reached in, taking this horse off a Grand Motion for 16 out of a 3-in-life victory. And it was kind of a tough step up against a good field. Another steady again into the turn. But I tell you, Calvi ran well out of this race. Closed up late, 2-putt, Wild Rider, Team Tim, all good, solid horses. You're going to see this through the stretch. Finds a little seam past the 8th pole to go ahead and close up, only beaten 3 and some change. Well, last time, I loved Calvi last time. You got 5-1. Unfortunately, Trevor's got a chance to get a little redemption today. Got caught in a suicide duel early and backed up out of it. I think perfect field today, shorter field, Smart Royalty's got plenty of speed. Kate Mayfury and Chinichi to the outside. Calvi, if he could just relax a little bit, I think can go ahead and stalk this speed, take aim like he did with the trouble 2 races back, and make amends for last time.
I like him. I use him in the mix here. I use him on my early pick 5 ticket. You get the leading rider of the meet, and you're going to need a good rider because he's going to get a tough trip, I think, breaking from the inside. Just like another horse I was looking at on Saturday is going to be the favored, and is going to get a tough trip from the inside. As McCarthy's going to be covered up in traffic going down the backside. He's just going to have to navigate a good trip on a closing sprinter. So the 3 Calvi, he'll take a bunch of money with the connections. McCarthy, Dale Capuano. I go with the 4 Smart Royalty on top. Sharp win last out against Open 8,000 Company. Was claimed that day by our leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez. Now a big step up here to the Open 16,000 for sure. But Claudio, big 27% first off the claim. I'll go with the 4 Smart Royalty on top.
Yeah, lifetime best on the dirt last time out. This horse was razor sharp. Was able to stalk the speed of the Great Provider. Who's a horse that's run well in Allowance Company. Is he the same Great Provider of maybe a year ago? Maybe not, but that was visually a strong performance by Smart Royalty. I think the question mark course in this race is the 2X, the part that stays in for McManchinici. Claim for 15 back in October. They run this horse back on Halloween, right? Wins. They get what they targeted. They wanted that PA bred allowance race. Now, since that race, the horse has been laid off. Second place finishers come back to win 3 in a row, including buyers of 82, 84, 87, winning open allowance races up at Parks. This horse back in for 16. This is scary, man. I mean, keying up, it looks like the horse, to clearly beat. But, man, is he dangling this 4-year-old Son of Dominus right in front of you? I don't know. Tricky read here.
We both use him. How about the 6 Miners Quest? I thought it ran a useful race coming off a long layoff for trainer Howard Wolfendale. He's had this 8-year-old Son of Mineshaft. He's had him for a long time. He's made almost $300,000. Victor Carrasco will ride today. Second race back off a long layoff. He's running right back here in about 30 days. I think the 6 Miners Quest at this level, second off the layoff, gets a good trip with Victor today and should be right there.
That was an odd race last time. Field advantage, you never close up the inside to get the job done. Miners Quest should move up, certainly, off of that try.
All right, so we like the same 4 there in the opener. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 will kick off the early pick 4. You like the early pick 4 today. You gave out a winning early pick 4 ticket yesterday that paid almost $1,000. Let's check out your ticket today, see how you play. It also kicks off the rolling super high 5 here in race 1. That has a low 15% takeout, so keep your eye on that every race with 7 or more horses. And now we also kick off the early pick 4 race 2. Here's Keith's ticket.
Hopefully it'll be at a wedding 2 days in a row. We don't want to go to the funeral. Let's go to another wedding. $24 ticket. Get you started with the 1 and the 4. Victory No Joke going to be the favorite in race 2. Race 3, the 2 and the 3. I like Arg. Good gallop out last time out on the stretch out here today. Coming back awfully quick though. 4th race, 3 deep. With the 3, the 4, and the 6. Can Bobby G bring that last race back to the table first off the claim? And in the 5th, little spread, 1, 4, 5, and 7. Yeah, I don't see this early pick 4 paying as much as yesterday, but we're going to try to take it down. Any money is good money that can take us in to the Stronach 5 later today. That's what we want. We want to have a little bit of a bankroll heading into to that kind of wager.
Sure, $24 ticket. Maybe it pays $100 or $200, and
take it.
you pad your bankroll for that big Stronach 5 starting race 9 today here at Laurel Park. Let's take a look here at the second race. We're going a mile and a 16th. This is a wide open race. Maiden claiming $10,000 for 3-year-old fillies. The 4 Victory No Joke's going to be a popular favorite here in race 2. Rosario Montanez rides again for trainer Wayne Potts. I have the filly on top. You have her second. We have the same 4 fillies here. Montanez has been aboard both starts. She made a nice improvement in her second start, going a mile for the first time. Now she has 2 races under her belt. Wayne Potts drops from the maiden 16, drops to the maiden 10 here today. She's going 2 turns. She and she looks like a dead closer. 3-year-old filly by Big Drama, who was a sprinter, but this filly wants long, and looks like she's going to like the 2 turns today. I think.
The mother, she was good going long. A couple route wins to her credit. The lone sibling was 2 for 5 long. It looks like probably the best stayer of this group. I'm going to come back to the one, Kate and Lillian, one more time. Beaten favorite last time with an excuse and kept on willingly to the wire. I know the buyer's not that good. But second off a claim is a good move for Ferrier. He's about 19-20% the last couple years with a positive ROI. I know the barn's been a little chilly of late. Kate and Lillian, hopefully the saddle stays intact. We can go ahead and dictate. The 6 Samar Chenigan, I don't know where the speed came from last time. I worry about her forcing the issue. But Victory No Joke, the one to beat. The stretch out, she liked it, given her enough time, too, to really not bounce off of that race. Plenty of freshening there for Wayne Potts, his 3-0 filly by Big Drama. So 1-4-4-1 for me. Samar Shenanigan stretching back out. An improved type. Interesting to see what tactics they take.
All right, so we like the same 4 there. Race 2, let's turn the page. Race 3, another route. We're going a mile in a 16th. Maiden claiming 10,000 for the 3-year-old boys. I have the 3 on top here in race 2. Southern Rules is going to be a popular favorite here in the 3rd. Georgie Vargas Jr. aboard this Haynesfield 3-year-old. 4 trainer Amy Smith beaten favored last out for maiden 16,000. Just an okay 4th. Going a mile. What's he do? Well, now he's dropping to the maiden 10. This is the cheapest Southern Rules has run for. He has, what, five routes under his belt. He'll be dead fit to get the 2 turns today.
Yeah, just didn't have any punch the last 2. Kind of even tries, but break it all down internally looking at it. Unless Village Prince goes, which he may, second-time blinkers, and he's got the rail. Southern Rules could be, I think he's going to be forward a long, long way in this race. Going to be an awfully short price, 6 to 5. Yeah, I think he's going to be about that strong when it's all said and done. I go to the 2, though, slight upset shot with Arg. Coming back, just ran on February the 24th on a muddy sealed surface, catches a fast track today. On the Tap It Now was a Damon horse that just absolutely whistled that day. But Arg, go back and watch the rerun. This horse really got going well through the last 1/8 of a mile, caught right up to the winner and through the gallop out and kept on going, shaking it up. A newer stallion. He's 20% with his dirt routers. Good enough for me. There's bottom side stamina for Arg. I liked it too. A little bit better price here in the 3rd.
And Angel Sword sticks aboard, so you get a good rider on the 2. I use them in the mix as well, so we like the same 4 there. In race 3, let's get a quick commercial break. We want to save plenty of time for that Stronach 5. That starts in race 9. We have a nice carryover in a pick 6 starting race 4. We'll check all that out right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 4 on our 9-race program. There's the carryover, $4,282. My co-host, Tim Tulloch, in the afternoon. He has a ticket. Let's check it out real quick, see how he played it. $21.60 ticket, very affordable play. Race 4, he uses the 3 and the 6. Race 5, he goes with the 1, 2, 4. Race 6, that's a nice maiden special weight. He goes with the 4, 5, 6 in race 6. And then race 7, he has a single in there. My top pick as well, the 7 Bash. He singles on there in race 7. And then race 8's a nice allowance race. He goes 3 deep there with the 2, 4, 6. And then the finale, race 9. Remember again, race 9, the first leg of the Stronach 5. Tim likes the 6 and the 8 there in race 9. You can study all our tickets on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look here at the 4th. We also kick off the middle pick 4 here in this race. We're going a mile and a 16th. A lot of good route races today. Nice 25,000 starter allowance condition, 3 and up. Never won 3 is the condition. I go with the 6 on top here. Johnny Banks, my best bet of the day. Johnny Banks just whistled last out against Starter Allowance Company. 2 life condition, a little tougher condition today, 3 life, but this horse is a 2-time winner at Laurel Park. You get Pimentel back aboard for Claudio Gonzalez. Johnny Banks is going to be a popular favorite here in race 4. I pick him on top.
Yeah, it's going to be hard-pressed to keep him from somewhere on or just off the lead. Got away with a stumble last time, quickly recovered and beat Uno Dancer, a next out winner who ran a 67, kind of equivalent to these horses. I come back to Bobby G, though. I know stepping off the nickel 2 in life win up to a 25 3 in life starter optional claimer, but Bobby G won. So I do not give out the easily comment maybe 2 times a year.
Right.
Okay. And you know, I know this is off of Englehart, but he had this horse entered for 16-3 in life, I believe, scratched. I'm going to go here, going to protect. And trainers, they've done okay claiming off of Englehart in Maryland the last couple of years. It's a smaller sample, but 3 for 7 and 4 for 7 in the money with an ROI of over 450. I'm going to take the shot one more time. Bobby G just thriving here at Laurel Park. A couple maintenance work since. They must be pleased with what they've got. I'll take the shot. I'll take them one more time.
The jock, David Egan, he's working hard in the morning, trying to get his first win here in North America. He was a top apprentice rider over in Ireland, so working hard in the morning, getting some good mounts. He's live here on the 4, Bobby G for sure. Johnny Banks, my top pick. The 2 I use in my exacta. I think this horse in good form right now for trainer Tim Keefe, 3-year-old son of outflanker number 2, Nick Papa Giorgio, has been 1-2 with McCarthy the last 3 races. He's won 2 out of his 3. McCarthy's been aboard for all 3. Just got beat by a whisker in the January race, so he's almost won 3 in a row. This horse in very good form. The Buyers are a little low. He steps up into a little deeper water today, a tougher condition today, but he should get a nice ground-saving trip. He'll sit about mid-pack, maybe a little closer like he did last out when he romped by 3.5 against Starter Allowance Company. So now he runs right back here in a month. Looks like all systems go for the 2, Nick Papa Giorgio.
Yeah, I could have blown the line here. No doubt having him too high at 10-1, but he really hasn't run fast. He's taking on older for the first time, which usually doesn't scare me too much, but his Buyers just don't stack up to a couple of these other horses. Is he going the right direction? Absolutely. Can he handle the distance? Yeah. Can he get a little faster?
Right.
That's what he's going to have to do. He's a horse looking at his breeding right now real quick. Outflanker out of Learfan on the bottom side. This horse might turf down the road. Don't leave him out when the green stuff starts growing out there. Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, you mentioned an important thing I missed a little bit. He was a 3-year-old facing 3-year-olds, now facing older horses for the first time. And looking in the book for March, a bunch of races for 3-year-olds and upwards.
Right.
So now's the time of year when you're going to start seeing 3-year-olds facing older horses. So the 3 we both like: Zip Van Winkle, Katie Davis, Hugh McMahon. Decent effort last out, going 6.5 against Starter Allowance Company. A handicap series here at Laurel Park. That sharpened him up. This horse is going to be part of the early pace, probably.
Absolutely. No doubt he's another one coming out. And look at that field. Corian, Trad Fast. Hello, these are fast, older, established runners. I mean, this horse now coming back into basically a beaten race, a 3 in life.
Right.
This is a class drop for the 3, Zip Van Winkle. You're going to say he's going to be up with the pace. Yep.
All right, so nice starter allowance to kick off the Rainbow Pick 6. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 will kick off the late Pick 5. No carryover. They hit it yesterday with no carryover. It still paid over $2,100 yesterday with that industry low 12% takeout. That means more money back in your pocket when you hit the Pick 5s here at Laurel Park and the Stronach 5. Let's check out my late Pick 5 ticket now. I had 2 singles on my early Pick 5 ticket. I couldn't find one single here on the late Pick 5, so there's my ticket. A kind of a pricey $54 play. I used the 1-4-5 here in race 5. I go nice maiden special weight in race 6. I use the 4 and the 6. Race 7, I go with the 3 and the 7. Race 8, nice allowance race for filly mares. I go with the 1-2-6, the 1 spring run. My price play of the day at 4-1. Then race 9, nice open nickel going a mile and a 16th. I go 3 deep there, the 5, 6, and the 8. $54 ticket for my late Pick 5. Let's take a look here at race 5. It's a claiming 8,000 filly mares 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Now, races entered for 7,000 or less not considered in the eligibility. So you have to read all the conditions here. We're going 6 furlongs, and let's start here with your top pick, the 5, Salio Prado. I use in my top 3. I wasn't sure what to make. She ran bad last time in the mud. I was against Allowance Company. It's a tough beat in 8,000, so not too much of a class relief today. She did run a good second against Starter Allowance Company 2 back. Yeah,
turning back, route to sprints. Last couple of years, allowance to claiming move for Hugh McMahon. 3 for 9, 5 for 9 in the money. Not a huge sample, but it works. ROI was strong. He's 19% overall. Allowance to claimers. And Salio Prado reached and grabbed this horse out of an open 8. Ran a good race in a little starter at optional. 2 races back behind Bad Nana. Thought she'd run a little bit better yesterday, but then into the AL. It's just too tough. But this horse looks like she wants to sprint. I mean,
Right.
she's run some good races. You go back on the page. 7 furlongs might be her optimum distance. I was hoping for maybe a little bit more speed in here. You got Tiger Eyes and Met Marla Melville probably be forward, but a little turn back might do a world of good in a class drop for the 5, Sally O'Prado, to make a run from mid-pack.
Well, she's a perfect 1-for-1 going 6 furlongs. Today's distance, I I go with the 4 on top here. Tiger Eyes, a good second last out against Beaten Nickel Company. She romped 2 back going a mile against Beaten Nickel Company. Was claimed by Ricky Silliman last out. He's been doing well recently. He's 20% recently. First off the claim, Sheldon Russell will ride today. I think Tiger Eyes keeps her sharp form today, stepping up in class.
Yeah, on a speed track to 27, just chased the whole way. Couldn't catch the other speed, but was willing. I love this mare. She is just tough as nails. She brings an A-, B+ kind of race to the table, Stan. She's gonna win this and catches a softer spot, no doubt, off of the $5,000 claim for Ricky Silliman. The 7, Met Marla Melville. We got a little stat here for the 7 horse. Could be speed from the outside, freshened, and a little bit of a jump up. Met Marla Melville. Vasquez here. Last 5 years on the dirt, 5 for 29 and 15 for 29 in the money with a 50% tag jump off the claim. ROI of over $3. A perfect draw outside. This is a mare that ran well 3 races back. You see Dancing Count and an open nickel up at Parks. It's an extremely productive race. Go back and look at that November 10th race at Parks. I think this horse forward a long way, no doubt, from the outside. There's not a lot of true speed in here. I would think Cedeno is going to have her right on the engine, fresh and fit, ready to go for Juan Vasquez.
I didn't use her. A good stat there. You get a good jock. Juan Vasquez trying to heat up here at Laurel Park, and he used to be very, very, very hot here. A little cold right now, but probably it's a matter of time before he starts winning races. We both like the 1 Trufflesburg first off the claim for Farrier. Good second at this level. Last out, he claimed her. He waits to 30 days. He's right back in for 8,000. She'll probably get a tough trip. Sitting mid-pack, trying to close from the inside with the Bug Boy aboard. So tough test here for Trotman on the 1 Trufflesburg.
Thinking she was scratched out of a nickel race, wasn't she?
Yes, recently.
Yeah, might have been part of the Stronach 5, I think. Yeah, one of those last races.
Friday,
yeah. I'm back in here for the 8. Yeah,
that's right. She was dropping from the 8.
Yeah. So Trufflesburg, she'll be rolling from the back of the pack. Yep.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 6, a real nice maiden special weight, going a mile and a 16th. A bunch of nice route races today here at Laurel Park. This one for 3-year-old fillies, maiden special weight. We kick off the late pick 4 here in race 6. You have the 3 on top. Let's start right there because we have a video spotlight. Okay. I'm sorry, we don't have that video.
Okay.
Well, let's just start here. We'll talk about the 3 anyway. Ortonola, a 3-year-old daughter of Super 99 for trainer Carl Duran. A big move last out to finish 3rd in her debut at 65-1.
And I used her that day.
Did you really?
Yes.
You had her.
I had her. Like the breeding on this filly. Sibs made over $400,000. The mare, I believe, was I'm not mistaken, she was a stakes winning mare. She made over $300,000, and I tell you, we don't need to see the video. Patiently handled. This horse was ridden like a good horse. Great education. Worked through traffic. Wasn't phased one bit by it. Angled in and kept on very strong through the gallop out. That race visually much better than the 50 buyer. Ortonola, I think you were going to get nowhere near 65-1 today. I think you'll see her a little bit closer as well. Professional race and debut. You don't see, young horses run like that and finish up like she did. Get a chance to go back and watch her run. She's catching a couple of tough horses, You got the 4 Remarkable Soul, the 5 Romantic Pursuit coming in from McLaughlin. What's McLaughlin do when he brings Maiden down? Maiden down. He wins. Over the last couple of years, Stan, out a little stat. He's 5 for 13 and 10 for 13 in the money at Laurel. Maiden's going long. So this horse is going to be tough. Major excuse in last.
I go with the 4 on top, 8-5 favorite here. Remarkable Soul for trainer Graham Motion, a well-bred homebred here for Irving Cowan, Bimedallia de Oro. They bet her down to 2-1 in the debut. Going a mile, that's a tough task.
Yeah.
Maiden special weight, a real good second behind a sharp winner that day. Pat's no fool. I see the game comment line you guys gave this filly. She looks well prepped to try 2 turns today with McCarthy aboard.
Yeah, tried real hard. Pat's no fool, just a little bit better. Came back.
Right.
Pat's no fool had a tough trip in that allowance race. I believe was might bet down co-favorite, ran a 63 buyer, so that's kind of holding Pat now. So that's kind of proven remarkable. So it's going to give her a little emphasis there in today's race. Yeah, but Romantic Pursuit, I feel here coming in from McLaughlin. A closing effort sprinting, little green in debut. You see the comment, belated effort. Well, that second place finisher came back to run like an 88. You go back on the stretch out December 14th, stumbled badly to start. Always Shopping is now a stakes winner out of that race.
Right.
Okay, this horse is going to take play. You know they mean business when they come down here with the maidens.
All right, so nice maiden special weight there. I think the 6 Hour Curleen going to run a big race. She's a half-sister to Javert, who Cal Lynch trained, and I thought she ran real big 2 starts ago. I think she bounces back to a big effort today, the 6 Hour Curleen. So a nice maiden special weight here in race 6. Let's turn the page here. Race 7, maiden claiming 16,000 for affiliate mares 3 and up. We're going 6 furlongs here in the 7th, and the 7 Bash I have on top, 5-2 favored here in race 7. You toss her all together. I don't blame you. She's an 0 for 11 5-year-old maiden, but she's dropping to the lowest level she's ever run today. Maiden 16. She catches a soft group. She gets Pimentel. She'll get a good trip on the outside, trouble-free. Come on, Bash. You can do it today against this group.
My main man, Rodolfo Sanchez Solomon. All he does is make me money. Right, makes himself money, everybody else money.
Right.
Bets him. I've chased Bash the last couple of times. I'm frustrated. I'll use underneath and exactas. I think the 2 Unique Humor is going to go right to the front for Kieran. Yeah, claim for 25, a dismal effort. Look at the internals, much quicker, sharp. A couple works over at Pimlico for this. I don't think the 5's is quick. Maybe the 1, Damon's horse coming back, second off a little bit of a break, blinkers go on. Could be a factor. I see major improvement from the 1, but I think Unique Humor is going to be the one to catch in race 7.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 8, nice first level allowance condition for Maryland bred, Maryland sired filly mares 3 and up. We're going a mile and a 16th. We kick off the late daily double here in race 8. My top pick, my price play of the day here in race 8 is going to be the 1 Spring Run, 4-1 morning line here for this Maryland bred filly, a homebred for Hickory Ridge Farm. She's by Preakness winner of Fleet Alex, and a real nice maiden special weight win, going a mile in the slot back in December, and then a real big effort at this level 2 starts ago. She ran a 74 buyer. That's bigger than anything else in this race that has run recently. It's a good second. Just got beat ahead 2 starts ago with that big buyer. I think maybe just bounced last out. That's all I can say. Didn't run was a little wide and just didn't run very well. She was one of the favorites. Velocita Volante, who won the race, came right back to win. But Spring Run just didn't run well. I think she bounces back to a good effort today. Jorge Riaz and Ferris Allen, they've been doing well together. Spring Run will get a good ground-saving trip on the inside. She's a big chestnut filly, so she'll be able to make her own trip there through traffic. I go with the 1 Spring Run on top.
Yeah, maybe the back to 2 turns. And you say that was a tough stretch run, January 4th. They hooked up top of the stretch and just might have taken a little out. Horse gave almost a month break, but just didn't bring that top effort like we thought she might on February the 1st. Doesn't have to move back up. This is an evenly matched field when you break it all down. Justice Scooch has fallen off a little bit of form. I think the speed's going to be provided by 86 Mets and Liz's Smile. I'm thinking Bellantonic. I'm going to ride the hot horse here. 2 wins off the claim for Dale Calpano. We got a video of its most recent
video on we should. Bellantonic, we have that, guys.
And I tell you, I don't think this field's going to get too far away from you. You're going to see a bobble at the break, a little bobble outward, even a little bit of a brush with the horse just to her outside, but she's able to recover. We're going to show it one more time. See the middle horse in the middle bobbled as well, but Bellantonic, slight improvement in the buyer. Now turning for home is going to be able to sustain a nice run. Was put to a drive mid-turn. Leader looks gone here, but once Bellantonic goes over, I believe, to the left lead very late. but determined run, I would say, and then goes ahead and draws out, widening by 4 3/4 with nobody else around. Going to shift over, I believe there it is, to the left lead. But Bellantonic doing the right things. I think added ground's not going to be an issue. She just wants to keep on going and going and going. And this is the right level, this little state bred allowance. Can she go ahead and win an open? I'm not sure.
Right.
I think she can beat these fillies and mares today.
Well, a real nice claim by Dale Capuano. She's paired up a couple of similar buyers. Good to see the silks of Taking Risk Stable flashing their colorful silks in the winner's circle. So I like the two Bellantonic. We both like the same 4 filly and mares here in race 8. Let's speed along here. We're almost out of time. Race 9, though, one of our big features of the day. It's the first leg of the popular national wager. The Stronach 5 has a guaranteed $100,000 purse. Starts in race 9 today. They're going to bet, I think, over $200,000 into it today. It's an industry low 12% takeout on the Stronach 5. Starts race 9 here at Laurel Park. Let's show you the lineup of races, all right? So about 5 o'clock Eastern time, it will start. Laurel Park, race 9. Then we go to Gulfstream, race 10. Gulfstream again, race 11. Then Golden Gate Fields, race 5. We wrap it up with Santa Anita Park, race 5. I have a ticket. You should have a ticket. Everybody should take a shot at the Stronach 5. It paid almost $11,000 last week, all right? I gave out a winning $72 ticket last week, and I'm basically trying to go with the same formula here today. $72 ticket. I'll go 4 deep in the first leg here at Laurel Park. I think that's a wide open nickel going 2 turns. The 6 Promote, he's okay. Didn't run well last time. The other favored, the 5 top Prospect, well, he's 10. No, he's 11 now.
Yeah.
And he didn't run well last out against Beaten Nickel Company. So those are your two. So the 2 favorites might be suspect here. I pick them both on top. You have to use them, the 5 and the 6. The 8, I think, Mucho Mas Grande, you have to like as well. Nice win last out. That horse is 4-1. I think the one
Sneaky, yeah. Sneaky price shot. I like that.
The one Smart to a T, 12-1. Ran 2 big races at Penn National with wins, big numbers, and didn't run well last out at all here at Laurel against Beaten 8,000. Ran awful. Now drops to a tough open nickel with the 7-pound Bug Girl. So she should get a ground saving trip on the inside. We'll see. She could be live at a big price there. So I go with the 1, 5, 6, 8 to kick it off. Gulfstream Park. Race 10, that's a nice starter allowance going a mile on the turf. The 5 is going to be tough there, Bella's Game. And also I like the 2 horses on the outside there, the 11 and the 12. The 11, Scatnap, and the 12, Amazing Audrey. And then Gulfstream, again, race 11. I just go with the 4, Abjure, and the 6, Let's Go Baby. Golden Gate Fields, nice allowance, race 5.5. The 7 for Hollendorfer. And then the 8, Mike's Tisnow, and then also the 10 on the outside at Golden Gate, American Currency. And then a single in the final leg, San Anita, nice allowance race going 6.5 down the turf, down the hill on the turf. I single on the 8. The 8 is Lil Milo, Flavian Pratt.
Little Milo.
Lil Milo.
Our old announcer.
Huh?
Our old announcer.
Lil Milo, yeah. Maybe. Lil Milo with the Frenchman, Flavian Pratt for Alfredo Marquez. 3-1 morning line favorite in that race. I single on the 8 in the final leg of the Stronach 5. So there's my ticket, $72 ticket. You can study it some more on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Tim Tullochke has a ticket up there as well. Let's take a look here real quick at race 9, claiming 5,000, wide open, 4 and up, going a mile in the 16th. I knocked the 2 favorites, but I pick them both on top here.
Okay.
It's not the toughest open nickel here. Let's scrap Tim's ticket. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you. I go with the 6 Promote on top. A nice win 2 starts ago. That was in the Charlie Lynch barn. That was against Beaten Nickel Company. Ran a 67 buyer that day. and then stepped up for Maldonado first off the claim against Beaton 8,000. No good that day. Didn't run very well. Federal Walk, though, who won, came right back to win. And now drop, not really a drop. Beating 8,000 to an open nickel, kind of a lateral move here for the 6th promote. I keep knocking the horse, but I pick him on top.
Yeah, Federal Walk's been burying everybody he's been running.
Right.
He's just kind of emerged of late for Lynn Albert. I go to the 8, Muchos Mas Grande. Interesting move. The blinkers go on after a win. I guess you got to get approval there to get that done, right, Stan? The horse does lay in a little bit, maybe trying to keep the horse, a little bit straighter, but I think he's a little bit better than that 58 last time. A mid-60s going to win it. 2 races back. Haynes Fever came back to run well for Open, 12-5. A couple other horses have come out of there to run well. I'm not worried about the outside post. He can just draft over settle. He makes one steady progression. He's probably maybe the most in-form horse. Promote Details last wasn't too bad, but yeah, your price user is the one. So yeah, tough little race to get you started in the Stronach 5. And real quick, yesterday we saw a really good 3-year-old. Union. I didn't want to let that one go for Gary Cap. First, they kind of made that early pick 5 and the early pick 4 for us. But Hoffus Union, $11,000 purchase. Union Rag stands for about 60.
Yep.
I went back, watched the work at Timonium before I came down here. Worked 10 and 2, looked great.
Right.
Something scared everybody away from that horse. But Gary Cap, good job. He stayed with it. Man.
And the horse was
went 43 and change, went 2 or 3 lengths faster than Clubman,
right?
Who we know runs in it. He ran a mid-90 the race prior, and he brought it back.
And that was a 3rd level allowance race that Clubman ran in. Yeah, the horse was making some noise on Twitter yesterday. Daily Racing Form was tweeting about him. I believe Marcus Hirsch was tweeting about him.
Right.
The expected buyer is going to be 90 plus.
That's what we thought. Yeah, that's what Bill was saying up there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so keep your eye on that horse. Hoffa's Union for Gary Capuano. That's it. We're out of time. Dave Robin coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.